All right, everyone. Welcome back to another Coyote Radio show and podcast. Great guest today with us. We have Brent and Drew. They're in Southern Indiana working on a great festival that we're going to talk about today. It's called the Roostertail Festival. And it takes place there on the Ohio River where they have boat racing, the regatta. And basically, in the evening, they throw a party, good music, beer tents, craft beers, all that good stuff, food. It's 4th of July weekend, so there's going to be some fireworks. So I can't think of a better way to spend the weekend, uh, you know, just having a good time with friends and family and good music. So we're going to talk about all the details on it. But I will say it is on June 30th and July 1st in Madison, Indiana. Tickets for it are at madisonregatta.com. And I'll go ahead and share the lineup here with you. I got it here to my side. There's so many bands playing, I can't remember them all. But for Friday night, we got Nick Dittmeyer is going to start off at 7 o'clock. And then we got Arlo McKinley. We also have Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder, the headline, which is huge. Ricky is a legend. That'd be such an awesome show for that Friday night. And then Saturday, we're going to kick things off around 5 o'clock with Christina Murray, and then Tyler Lance Walker Gill, Them Dirty Roses, Ward Davis, and Blackberry Smoke to finish things off. And the party goes all the way to midnight. So, like I said, great weekend of fun. I hope a lot of people can come. Very affordable. Check out those ticket prices there, madisonregatta.com. Links in the description. But we're going to talk and get some more details on that from Drew and Brent. But first, I do want to say thanks to everyone that's been sharing, liking, subscribing. The channel's growing. We have a website now, Coyote Radio Show and Podcast.com. And we got merch on there too. We got posters, selling t-shirts for the podcast, and coyote hides and coyote skulls, novelty items. Soon I'll have some coyote teeth necklaces too. Anyway, it's nothing too crazy or fancy. It's just to help promote or keep this show alive, buy new gear, and do some upgrades. But all right, I think that covers everything. Let's go talk to Drew and Brent. All right, everyone, got another podcast here for you. We're going to talk about music festivals. In particular, we got a special one coming up this summer that I'm excited to be at, called the Roostertail Festival. And it's in my home state, down the south end there in Madison, Indiana. We got Drew and Brent with us. They're going to kind of fill us in. They're kind of behind the scenes to help put it all together, book the bands. And they're going to tell us what it's all about, really. So if you guys could kind of take us down the rabbit hole of how this whole festival came together, that'd be great.
Yeah, I guess I'll start with that. So in 2017, my cousin and I, along with the Madison Regatta board, who is a part of this event, got together with them and just started talking, hey, why don't we diversify this event that we've got going on down here? Let's add some. They dabbled in music in the past, but they'd never really gone all in on real bands, real touring bands, real production, stuff like that. So in 2017, we gave it a try. We had some people may know Reverend Peyton, who's an Indiana native, was our headliner back then. And we've just grown it since then. 2018, we got Turnpike Troubadours right before they exploded. And it's been pretty good ever since. So that's kind of the very quick history of Roostertail.
Yeah. Now, for people that don't know exactly what the regatta is, there's a boat race down on the Ohio River, and you guys just wanted to provide more entertainment things for people that are there to, during the day watch the boat racing, evenings come out to the show, watch numerous bands, have a few drinks, and just have a good time, great weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it really just filled out the schedule in the weekend, and it was kind of a perfect match because we've got all these gearheads and race heads coming out to an event, and then they leave the riverbank, and they don't have anywhere to go and nothing to do. So we've kind of geared our program for the festival around that fan base, to try to draw more people into that event. So the Madison Regatta is actually a boat race. It's in year 74, I believe. And it's always been held here in Madison on the Ohio River. There's been a movie made about it. Jake Lloyd from Star Wars was in it. The Jim Caviezel was in it. It was a great movie. But it was time to diversify the event and bring new blood into it. So that's where we came up with the idea to do what we're doing now.
Yeah, that's great. I didn't know there was a movie, but I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
hilarious.
it's a really well done movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that many years running too. 74, you said?
I
Boat racing?
I'm pretty sure it's year 74 this year. So every year except the COVID year, well, along with everything else that didn't happen. But
Right.
yeah, it's been consecutive ever since then.
Yeah. I've been one time when I was a kid. I remember seeing some of it, but I don't remember any music or anything else like that.
No.
So I'm glad you guys are bringing that to the table.
Yeah. It's really something everybody should see. When you're talking $1 million boats traveling 200 miles an hour on the Ohio River, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And there's a lot of debris and stuff in there, so that would kind of make me nervous
Yeah,
to run that fast.
there's a whole process for the debris collecting as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
I'm not a part of that.
What about you, Drew? Where do you fit in all this craziness of putting this festival on?
Oh man, me and Brent joined up in 2019.
Yeah.
2019 started booking some shows, and I was already kind of dabbling in some artist management and booking and stuff like that. So yeah, I just started helping them out, and we partnered up and created Unbroken Circle Productions in 2019, and kind of just merged everything we were doing. He helps me with my stuff, and I help him with his stuff, and we kind of just, you know, started doing the best we could with what we got.
Yeah.
And this year has been probably the most year I've been all in on the Roostertail. The years before I was kind of just advice and maybe some knowledge of bands or something like that beforehand. But this year, from front to back, it's pretty much my first year front to back with every detail and making decisions with Brent. So yeah, basically just I'm kind of involved in music in more ways than one. So kind of just this is kind of a new feat for me. I'm doing a couple festivals this year, and so it's pretty much my background of how I got here.
That's awesome.
Drew is a natural fit for us because he and I vibe on the same styles of music. So we really kick a lot of stuff back and forth off of each other and come up with some pretty good programming.
Yeah, me and I'm always go go go, exciting, and Brent kind of calms me back sometimes when I'm talking crazy about a band that I think can sell 5,000 tickets. So it kind of works. We work really well together, and I think it makes for a great festival and a great event. I think this year is going to be by far probably the most produced festival that we've ever done. Maybe not the best front to back, or I'm not saying what's better or what's not, but as far as the experience goes, I think this year is going to be the best. We got a VIP this year, which we wanted. Brent's been wanting to add for many years, but nonetheless, this year it got added, and I think that's going to be a great experience for folks. I think there's maybe a couple of tickets left for that. It's going to be a pit party. We're going to have a private bar, special maybe meet and greets and stuff like that for the fans backstage, and they'll have access to certain parts that other people won't, and just adding to the experience. I'm excited for what we're bringing new this year.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds great. I've traveled around to numerous festivals. Most of them are smaller. I'm not into like the giant Bonnaroo. You just can't really
Right.
experience music
Right.
like that. I mean, it's cool, but it's not the same at all. But
Yeah, I think I think that's the difference with Roostertail. I think you really just you're not really there for anything other than the music. You know what I mean? There's a beer tent and there's beer gardens and there's boats and there's a lot of things to do, but I think the people that come to this festival are there because they're music lovers. They're not there just to party necessarily. You know what I mean? Like not
Yeah,
just to party. Yeah, partying's fun, but they're there for the music. They're people that love the music. So
yeah. So the lineup's great, by the way. I think it's kind of like how I see this show, the Coyote Radio Show. It's rooted in some sort of country element, but it also varies from rock to blues and soul mixed in there. You're bringing some legendary Ricky Skaggs. I mean, oh my gosh, just to have that name on your
yeah.
bill is pretty remarkable. And then the very next night, you're gonna have somebody blowing plays apart with Blackberry Smoke. So that's very diverse. I think you have a good diverse crowd, and that's great.
Yeah, I think that's what me and Brent do best. I think I favor more genres than different genres than he does, and he favors different genres than I do. And I think it kind of just merges. Not that we don't agree on the same music, but I think I'm a huge bluegrass lover and more outlaw country music, and he's
Rock.
we just yeah rock and stuff like that.
I'm a
So it
big
kind of just
jam rock
merges well
jam.
together, and I like all kinds of music. So I think it really helps
Yeah,
it merge to make for a good festival for what we got. So
yeah,
That is one thing we've always tried to provide is if somebody doesn't like one genre of music, stick around, come to the event, because next up there'll be a band that you do like. If that other one that you're just listening to wasn't your cup of tea, well, wait till you hear this next one, and it probably will be. So we try to really
right,
mix it up and give a little something for
right.
everybody.
yeah,
Yeah, I think, and also going back a little bit, our goal this year was to make it, you know, as affordable as possible. I think making a $45 ticket uh pretty cheap for all those bands. I mean, you probably can't go see Blackberry Smoke for $15 or for $45 alone. Uh
yeah. That's what I was wondering when I looked at the line. I was like, is there a typo, or because this is one
yeah,
of
I
the
think
most affordable festivals I've seen.
yeah, we've
Period.
gotten a lot of great feedback on it, and I think that's one of the things that, like personally, me and Brent, that's what we want to be known for is a great lineup that's affordable for a family of 4 or 5 or 8. That's important to me and my values. Like if there's a large family that has kids or whatever, they want for 5 people to be able to afford it. A
Yeah,
$100 ticket maybe not affordable to them, or a $200 ticket or whatever it may be. So we try to make it as affordable as possible.
Yeah, so we have had some really good sponsorship come through this year. So we try to pass that savings along to the community and into the fans. So, I can't go through all the lists of sponsors that we have just off the top of my head right now, but we will at the event and on social media. So um, if you're coming to the event, definitely patronize our sponsors because they help make this event affordable for our fans and community.
yeah. We should probably mention the dates. It's basically two evenings of music, right? So
Correct.
Friday and
June is
Saturday.
it June
Friday,
31st?
Friday, June, Friday, June 30th,
June
and
30th. There's no
Saturday,
31st in June.
July 1st. Yeah, so Friday evening with there's a parade from I think that starts at 6 to 7, and then the music will kick off at 7 o'clock on Friday with Nick Dittmeyer and the Sawdusters, and then Arlo McKinley, and then Ricky Skaggs on Saturday, and then
Or no, that's
and then
Friday.
on
That's
Friday,
Friday.
sorry,
Yep.
Saturday it'll kick off at 5 with Christina Murray.
Yeah, and I'm
Uh,
looking forward to her set. I
yeah, she's great. She's a great friend of mine. She's uh, yeah, she's one of the best in the biz.
Yeah, super talented. When she comes through town here, I frequent Duke's Indy quite a bit, and I've seemed to miss her every time. Either
And
something's going on, or I saw that she
Dukes
was on.
is that's a whole nother podcast, man. Dukes. If it wasn't for Destin, I wouldn't. If it wasn't for Destin, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna give a shout out to Dukes Indy. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we work with them a lot, and they're hosting a
Yeah.
show I'm throwing in July, so it's been good. I knew Dustin too before all that
Yeah.
happened, so
Yeah.
tragic, but
Yeah.
they're doing their best keeping that going, so I'm glad to see it.
Sure. Absolutely.
But
The best honky tonk in the Midwest for sure. No
oh
questions
yeah,
asked.
hands down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hands down.
Uh, so for that weekend, I do have to wonder, is there any going to be like fireworks going on since it is that close to the 4th of July?
Oh yeah, Saturday at 10 o'clock. Fireworks will go off for about 20 minutes or so, 30
Oh,
minutes. So it's free for all too. So like if you don't come to the festival or whatever, but there is a great view from the festival. Last year, actually, Cole Chaney ended his set as the fireworks were starting, and it made for an epic, epic show. Um,
that's great.
this so this year it'll be Ward Davis will be ending as the fireworks will starting, and then Blackberry Smoke will start as soon as the fireworks are over.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you
So yeah,
mentioned,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Sorry. I was just saying the fireworks are great, and the best view is honestly in Bicentennial Park. So
It really is.
it really
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, anyone listening, this is definitely affordable for the whole family, kid friendly. And who doesn't like to take them out and see some fireworks and
Yeah.
start them young too. Let make
Right.
them listen to some good music for once.
12 and under. 12 and under is actually free. So
That's great.
throw that out there.
Also, one other thing I'd like to mention is we have camping. We have primitive camping, RV spots. You can rent places to camp in the local state park. If you're coming and you don't want to camp, look into a hotel quickly. Madison's not
quickly.
full of hotels, but we sell them out for sure. But if you can't find lodging here, reach out to our Facebook page. We'll help you find something.
Yeah. I'm actually staying at the casino.
Nice.
It's not a bad drive.
Nice.
Yeah,
not a
what,
bad
like
drive at all.
30
Yeah.
minutes or something.
30
Yeah.
minutes, yeah.
So yeah, I've already got that planned and booked.
I would highly suggest the casino too if it's not already booked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, if you go there enough, they'll give you a free room or a discount. So
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
all you have to do is lose $10,000.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But the room's free.
Give you a free car, eventually.
Exactly.
I knew somebody once that their mom drove like a free Belterra like Corvette, and I'm like, like she didn't buy that. Like she actually paid probably 10 times the amount for that Corvette in
Gosh.
losses at the slot machine. But anyways, sorry about that little shout out. You might want to edit that out.
Tell Belterra to call us and sponsor us.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah, we'd
mentioned
love-
the beer tent and other sponsors. What's the situation for like food? You got food trucks or?
Oh yeah, the riverfront is lined with food options galore. I think the most famous one is the steak tips.
Mr. Beefy's.
And Mr. Beefy's. Well, my children go down there just to get the steak tips. So I think my kids eat steak tips about 5 meals over the course of the weekend. So, but yeah, no, there's plenty of options. Literally, probably a quarter to a half mile of vendors along the riverfront to not only just food but T-shirts, souvenirs,
Ice cream.
knickknacks, ice cream, pizza, you name it, lemon shake-ups, the whole thing. It's very 4th of July, and it always happens on the 4th of July weekend. So it's not only a party for Madison, it's a party for America, and just come have fun and let loose. And we call it our biggest party of the year here in Madison because it quite frankly is. So
Yeah.
we like to do it loud, and we like to bring attention to the town.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm super stoked about it. I've been telling all my friends about it and sharing about it. So hopefully you
We
guys have record
appreciate everybody that
attendance.
shares and spreads the word, because the better we do this year, the better it's just going to get every year, and hopefully grow into making it 3 days again, or 4 days, whatever. Just the better we do, the better it's going to be going forward. So I think that's important to us, is to continually be able to make it affordable, and even get bigger acts and continue to make it affordable. So
Yeah, that is a good point. Drew and I both have our foot on the gas with this thing. We've always pushed the limits with what it's a board ran event, but I've always kind of pushed the boundaries on what can we do, how can we do it, how much can we do, So if people come out and support that, I promise you that we will continue to do that. That forward thinking. How big can this thing go? So and this the the music community that we kind of cater to, um very loyal. I mean, I don't know of any music community that follows a lot of the music that's not even on the radio. I mean, we're kind of under underground scene. I don't want to say underground scene because it's not truly underground, um but the people that follow that is just super loyal. So
super
spread
loyal.
the
Yeah.
word, tell your friends, and help us continue to make this thing even
Yeah, I
bigger
mean,
and
if
better.
the they're just music lovers, they're just
Yeah.
super
Right.
loyal. I mean, they like
That's
to have a good time. They support the artists that aren't on the radio, and that's what we have always done. We support the independent scene, and if they grow and make it big, we're happy for them. And it's like Charles Wesley Godwin. We had him when nobody knew who he was multiple times, and you know now he
he's
can't
a
even do what we
monster.
used to do when he came to Madison. We used to sit around tap room and had tacos with him, a few times, and it's just I'm just saying,
Insane.
it's awesome when you see people like that make it. And I think these are a lot of the artists that we get year round, not just at Roostertail, or the people that they're the independent artists that you're not going to see combined on any other festival, probably other than maybe this one, without a major mainstream act.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
That's what this podcast is all about, is music lovers. I started this during COVID just because there's nothing else to do.
right.
And
I built a garden. Was bored.
Yeah, man.
yeah, we have a garden every year. So yeah.
I only
But
did it during COVID.
That's a great thing that you're doing, man.
Yeah.
It's a great thing.
yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I met a lot of people so far, and it's growing. So I like to see where it goes from here. Uh, I love what you guys are doing, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have reached out to begin with. And any way I can help, I'm down. So
Likewise, man. And it's an honor that you ask us to be on here, and it's a great thing. Like I said, keep up the good work, man. You're doing a fantastic job.
yeah, thanks. One day I'm gonna have my own festival, and I'll have to call on you guys to help me.
Give us a
Yeah,
shout.
man. That'd be awesome. I'd love to be the first one. I'd love to be on first year. I'm
Yeah,
actually doing
let's do it at Duke's. Let's.
yeah, let's do it at Duke's. Do it in the parking lot at Duke's.
I
Duke
was
Fest.
talking to them about putting a stage out there, kind of like how the Hi-Fi
Yeah.
did. I was,
Yeah.
they were kind of
Me
kicking
and
it around,
Dustin,
so that'd be cool.
me and Dustin had actually talked about putting a stage out there at one point when I was working for Alex Williams, and we were gonna do a shows out there and stuff. But yeah, we never got around to it because of power or something like that. But
Yeah,
we had many lonely days in there in Duke City with the empty bar, just listening to whatever music and drinking beers, drinking Lone Stars.
yep.
But
Yeah, I mentioned the idea to a couple other people, and obviously that would cost quite a bit of money to do. But I told them, I said, if you can raise the money, I'll donate the time. And I had like 3 other guys that work in construction that will. They said they'd do the same. They would help build it for nothing.
yeah.
Just someone's just gonna buy the material.
That's the advice I'd give on a festival too, is you don't want to do it with random people. You want to do it with people that you know and are friends with, because if you do it with random people, politics can get in the way and money can get in the way, and Things can get in the way, butt heads. If you do it for the reason that, why you're doing it and why I do it and why Brent does it is because we love music and we just want to do it. It's not, we're not in this to make money. If we
Right.
do, cool. If not, as long as people had a good time and artists were happy, that's all that matters to us. So
Yeah, and
I think
that's another.
if you keep your head in that mindset, when you're doing a show or a festival or something like that, you're gonna win. You're gonna be fine.
That's another point. The Madison Regatta and Roostertail is an all volunteer organization. So we're not out there making money. We're just out there trying to create a great event for the community and for the region. So yeah, and it shows, I think, that we care and we want everybody to have a good experience when they come here. And I'll also say, if you've not been to Madison, you need to come to Madison. It's I've lived here my entire life and I don't want to be anywhere else. It's just a great town.
Great community.
It's a great town, and we have a great venue for a show right on the river. So yeah, if you've not been here, come. You'll enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Trying to think of anything else I should probably cover. What is there any other like specialty vendors that may be there selling things, or is it just mainly food and
we
beer?
do have so I may be letting the cat out of the bag a little bit here, but I know there's a hydroplane simulator coming this year, so you can actually pay to take a ride in this thing, and it simulates what it's like to be in a 200-mile-an-hour hydroplane on the water. So that's kind of neat. I think we've also.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that, man. It might make me
I know.
sick.
Might need a beer or two before.
You're puking everywhere.
We do have a bar vendor coming that I think they're going to have 2 locations at the event. They've got like an upper deck where people can hang out on there, have a drink, grab a drink, walk around, whatever. But yeah, as far as anything else, I mean, there's a ton of food. There's a ton of food. And now I'm thinking about the rib sandwiches. So I'm going to have a rib sandwich this year.
Yeah,
But
you guys are making me hungry.
yeah,
that's what I'm
but no, there's
saying.
all kinds of stuff. I mean, bring money because there's plenty of stuff to buy.
Good. All
But
right.
also, if you can't, I will add this, not to knock you off there, Brent, but if you can't afford the vending food, if you're, low on cash or whatever, you can bring your own stuff down to the river. You don't have to rely on vendors. You can bring your own
You can bring coolers. Yeah.
coolers and
Yeah. Now I will say there's no coolers allowed inside the music area because we do sell alcohol inside of the park. But as far as if you want to just be on the river all day, you can pack a cooler, bring food, do whatever you need. And you can make a pretty cheap day of it, really. It's very focused on affordability and family. So
Good deal. One last thing we should probably mention is where can people find or buy these tickets? Is there a particular website, or just kind of Google it and you'll find it, or
MadisonRegatta.com.
MadisonRegatta.com. I'll have that link in the description. If you're listening or watching, you can click right on there and grab some tickets.
If you go to some of our social media, Facebook or Instagram, we got links on there. And if you want those VIPs for Roostertail, I looked this morning, there are 10 left.
I don't know if there's any left. I don't know if there's any left.
There's 10 as of this morning. So
as of this morning, 10 left.
So if you need one of the last 10, hop on there tonight because they're going fast.
Literally $90 for a poster, a t-shirt, private bathrooms, private pit area, private bar, koozie. I mean, you're getting a lot. Do what?
Oh, I was gonna say viewing, but yeah, it's the pit.
Yeah, the pit area viewing. So it's gonna be a pretty cool experience for $90. I mean, that's you can't really buy that anywhere else.
Right. I'll say that again too. When you guys said the price is $45 for the event, it's both days. That's
Both
not just a
days.
single day pass. So just wanted to be clear. So people like you're getting 8 bands, 2 days of music, or 2 evenings of music. So that's hard to beat right there. That might be the best.
And the ticketing is a tiered system. So so the sooner you buy, the more you save. So
I think ticket prices go up June 1st.
Okay.
So if you're short on cash, you got till June 4th to get it for 45 or to be like 55 that month.
Okay.
But
Go get it now.
and I will add this Saturday. We made sure, some festivals that you see, there's like 30-minute sets, 45-minute sets. All of the bands will be playing 90-minute sets, except a few of the smaller band. I shouldn't say smaller bands. Edit
openers,
that
openers.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that.
We love all our bands.
Yeah, we love all. The main headliners will be playing 90-minute sets, all the way down to Ward Davis, Them Dirty Roses, Arlo McKinley, Ricky Skaggs. They will all be playing 90-minute sets. So a lot of festivals, you only get like 45 to an hour minute sets. They will all be playing 90 minutes. So
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, who are you looking forward to the most before we leave? I gotta ask.
Ricky Skaggs.
Ricky, yeah, I got to say the same.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
And it's Ricky Skaggs with Kentucky Thunder, so it's
his whole band, and
it's the whole.
and I saw them at Brown County, Indiana, 4 or 5 months back, man, and he has not lost a beat. I mean, he's a living legend. And
yeah, extension of Bill Monroe for sure.
Bill Monroe, absolutely, man.
I will say my second is probably Arlo, because Arlo live, he does what I love, and he jams out. So I love a good extended Arlo.
Yeah, we've had him. We've booked him a time or two.
Yeah,
I saw him a couple weeks ago at Headliners. Man, he kills everything. He did a Rihanna song.
Yeah,
I think it was like a Rihanna song, "Stay," or maybe, don't quote me on that, but I'm just
it was
man,
a pop song.
A pop song, and he just makes it sound like I want to go to the bathroom and get a beer and cry.
yeah.
He's good at just pouring those emotions out. That's for
Man,
sure.
he sure is,
Oh,
man.
man.
He sure is. His voice is amazing.
Well, guys,
I'm looking forward to every band, because I think we have a little bit of everything, and I think it's very diverse. So if you're looking for rock, if you're looking for country, if you're looking for bluegrass, it's at Roostertail this year. So
yeah, we should probably do a shout out too for Tyler Lance Walker Gill.
Absolutely,
He's a lot of fun live.
Man, he's a lot of fun. He's killer.
One of the shows I went to was I invited a bunch of my buddies out to it. He was playing. It was my birthday, so we had a good time at his show.
Oh yeah, man. He's great, man. He's super talented. Super talented.
Yeah. All right, everyone, go grab them tickets. Links in the description. Thank you, Brent and Drew. We'll be in touch, and
thank you, man.
Can't wait till this summer. So
we'll be seeing you soon.
See you soon, man.